Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Plebcast. My name is Miles David, and joining me is Slayer. It's just gonna be the two of us from now on for a bit because TDS is going on definite hiatus. And we'll talk about how that will affect the Plebcast going forward. But for now, Slayer, we've got some league to talk about,
Yes,
and we're
we
gonna be
do.
starting with the LPL. Now, it's been 2 weeks technically because it's half of week three. Week one was kind of a half week two, so it's been 2 weeks. What are your thoughts so far?
Well, that's a very good question, I must admit. But um,
Damn, I never give good questions, huh? Is that what
uh,
you're saying?
I mean, you do give a good questions. I'm not gonna lie. But
Yeah.
yeah, but my whole thing about are we starting? Well, the overall league is like I think LCK is slow as hell. Some of the teams are way too slow in my
Mhm,
eyes. I'm like,
mhm.
why are you being this slow when there's room for productivity? LPL hasn't skipped a beat because LPL doesn't care about more turret damage. They'll still dive you.
Yeah, they will.
LEC has found a neat way of using Volibear because more turret damage. So if you disable the turret, that means the turret can't damage you if it's not working. So I
Damn,
haven't
way in
watched.
shambles.
To be honest, I haven't watched much of the LCS, so I can't quite comment on
I
LCS
have not watched much. I have not watched much LCS
because
either.
I'll be frank, LCS time kind of a problem.
Yeah, it's kind of a problem for me too. Not gonna lie.
Like
Especially usually I'm streaming around the time LCS is like playing.
I'm sleeping or doing some like I'm either preparing to go to sleep or I'm sleeping when LCS starts. Like I can at best catch probably the first game of LCS, but often the first game of LCS is not very enticing. So
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah,
yeah,
I'd rather hit the sack. So yeah.
yeah. Honestly,
I haven't watched a whole
sometimes.
lot of LCS. I haven't fully caught up to it, but all I know is
I
CLG
mean,
CLG
I mean,
wins
looking at the
games all of a
standing.
sudden.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the standing. They did lose one game to Fly. Wait, CLG. They're currently 1-3 in the standings, I believe. Wait,
Yeah,
let me check. Oh no, wait,
but
never mind. I'm looking at the wrong side. Sorry, my bad.
you're looking at everything wrong. I mean, since you brought
I'm
up
looking at.
LCS, we should just talk a bit about LCS. Well, frankly, we haven't watched much, so all we can do is result-based analysis. Hey guys, that's what you
Result-based
pay for.
analysis. Let's go. That's exactly what we're doing right now. I
That's
mean,
what you pay for. But w- w- like I think again I'm going to say this is just the same as saying Nagari comes back from retirement. Nagari comes back from a break and becomes the best top laner in the LCK period. Yeah,
I mean, listen.
that's results based analysis. Results of the past, but results based analysis.
How has Damwon Kia been playing anyway? I
Oh,
mean, we
they
can talk
lost
about
to.
that when we get to. We
I
can
mean,
talk about that in
yeah,
the.
because Genji DK was earlier today, so
Oh, okay, I see.
and you
Fuck.
missed that.
I was busy fixing my computer.
All you gotta know is Lehen singed. But we'll talk about that a bit later. But yeah.
Yeah. All right, so let's start with the LPL. So,
LCS.
right? Oh
LCS.
wait, sorry. Okay.
Let's
We'll
go
start with the
let's go
LCS.
opposite now.
America. All right. America, you're up first. Let's see what we got here. So, week one, the Super Weeks ended, and things are kind of going. Maybe it's not CLG. I guess I think CLG probably doing really well right now. But considering their opponents, I think everything going really kind of as expected in LCS.
I mean,
Not
I
gonna lie.
mean, I mean, I don't think we'd have expected CLG to beat Golden Guardians.
I think they had a
Or even
chance.
Dick. I mean, obviously they have a chance, but I don't think anyone would have thought that okay, CLG coming in after last split, they're going to win against Dignitas and Golden Guardians. You probably would have thought they've lost one of them, but they won both, which is good.
Yeah, they won both.
And
I mean,
I
CLG has just been on an upward trend, since last spring.
yeah,
We've seen them slowly getting better and better. So it's nice to see them beat the teams that, if they're at this level, then they should be beating these teams. If they're
yes,
improving, they
yes,
should be beating these teams,
yes.
especially teams like Dignitas, TSM. They should be winning against them.
I mean, technically CLG is number one in the LCS right now. So
Yeah,
you
they're
can
tied
stop
with
the
Evil
count.
Genius.
You can
And
stop the
yeah,
count.
stop the count. Kill G's good. TSM absolute shambles right
I mean, no,
now.
C9 absolute shambles.
Oh yeah, true. C9 too. Oh my god,
No,
C9.
TSM won a game. C9 won not. C9 did nothing. So
What happened with C9? Holy shit.
uh,
We need to get some LCS guy to come here next time, Slayer,
yes,
to explain
yes.
what the fuck's going on right here. C9's not supposed to be this bad. They have Jensen, they have Fudge, they have Blabber. Maybe the bot lane's in
You
question,
know
but
what I'm
that
gonna.
top side, that fucking top side, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna pull up the stats because well, we haven't watched any of these games.
Ah, yes. Next to results based analysis, stats based
Yeah,
analysis.
exactly. Analytics. Analytics. Let's go.
We didn't watch the game, so this is the best we can do, alright, guys?
I mean, okay. Let's see. Let's see C9. Okay, C9 played obviously Golden Guardians, TL, and what's the last one? Oh yeah, EG. I think it could have been easily expected that they lost two of the three.
They should be beating Golden Guardians, though.
I mean, they definitely should be beating Golden Guardians.
They should be beating that. If it's just a 1-2 week, but the other two teams are against
Okay.
EG and TL. Okay, fine. You know, that's you'll give you an excuse. That's
Okay,
fine.
I guess the reason is because their bot lane was not Sven and Berserker. It was
Berserker's
King
not
and
there.
Destiny. It was King and Destiny.
Yeah, Berserker is not here in NA, so
Yeah.
that's pretty unfortunate.
I think
for
Sven's in Europe as well. So I guess that's why.
I think it's really hard right now if you don't have a bot lane that's up to par.
True. Also,
Shit.
Bjergsen smurfed in the week. I did
Yeah.
watch. I think I watched one TL game.
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh yeah, I've been seeing like stuff on Reddit where people were complaining about King and Destiny C9 fans, I believe.
yeah.
So
I mean, yeah, King didn't do very well. Based on the results, didn't do very well.
that's unfortunate, honestly. I mean, I'm not sure I rate Destiny super highly as a sport either.
I mean, yeah. Which is why it's an academy.
Yeah. Also, I mean, what do we say about C9, man? It's a
I mean-
fortunate situation for them.
I mean, in my opinion, I've never rated the team as highly because I've mentioned this in last week's episode that I think C9 is just a tick above. Like it's like a tick above the rest, but they're
It's also not really.
yeah, they're not
It's
better
also
than
not
100
really.
Thieves.
Yeah.
They're not better than 100 Thieves. They're not better than TL. They're not better than EG, and they lost to two of the three. So in this week,
I still want to see what C9 is like with Berserker and Sven.
I'm
In
sure,
the bot
but
lane. I feel like it would be really good because I don't know. This also doesn't seem like Jensen's meta. You know what I mean?
I mean, true. I mean, I don't. I think Jensen can fit. It's more like I'm worried about Blabber as usual.
Ah, yeah, fair enough.
Like, I don't know if Blabber really stacks up against stacks up in this meta when you have to play like the Viego or the Wukong, you know, or the Volibear's been popping up fair more now.
I feel like he should be fine in this meta, to be honest. If the team is playing for him.
No, but the thing is, if you're going to go for picks like Volibear, you have to be aggressive early, and I don't see in a way, in a vacuum, that any team in any regions other than LCK in other LPL they will just sit back and say we're going to push the tempo. There's not a lot of teams that'll do that.
Yeah.
Like LPL pushes the tempo quite a bit, but we've seen many teams that have just decided to just handshake it and just play for mid game.
Yeah. There are some teams that actually do handshake in the LPL.
Yeah, and I mean, it just
Surprise.
makes sense, right?
Yeah. I mean, it depends on the playstyle, right? RNG handshakes
Yeah.
quite a bit in the early game, for example.
Oh yeah.
And
I
then
mean, RNG can't play early game for Shit. I mean,
RNG handshakes a lot in the early game. Then mid game, they just pull things together and beat your ass.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. But like, I've expected. I expected CLG to be better. I didn't expect. Well, actually, given their schedule, the 3-0 is probably not as outlandish as you think it was. Um,
yeah, like I don't think it's an overperformance by them. I think if this is the baseline that CLG has, then they should be beating these teams.
yeah,
Yeah,
and then EG going 3-0, like given what their schedule was, even though
I think.
I mean, they did beat C9, even though C9 did have their bot lane. They beat 100 Thieves, which is perfectly fine because, EG does have the capability to beat a team like 100 Thieves.
Yeah, I
And then
think
they beat Fly.
EG.
So, yeah.
Yeah, EG pretty much doing well. The MSI debuff's not really affecting them.
I
So
mean, I don't think coming back from MSI, any of the teams that have come back from MSI has had a stumble.
I mean T1 maybe
T1
not
did
as
have a stumble. T1 hasn't lost a. I think they almost. People would have said they almost lost to KT, but they still won the series. So if you win the series, it doesn't matter. Like,
okay, fine, fair enough. But
by
not
stumbling,
maybe
I
not
mean they
quite
haven't
as.
lost. They haven't gotten a loss record. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. Fair enough, fair enough. Okay, if we're taking that as the definition, do you think they look as dominant as they were in spring though?
T1.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I thought T1 would easily start 2-0 without a shadow of doubt.
Wait, who was their match anyway? Wait, one
I
sec.
think they played K.
Nongshim and KT.
Yeah, and Nongshim is horrible.
Okay, yeah, okay. I guess that makes sense. I think the true test for T1 will
Be this week.
this week. This week,
They're
yeah.
playing DK.
Yeah. Or we'll talk about later. We'll go back to
Yeah,
LCS right now.
yeah.
Uh
But I think EG going 3-0, not a surprise. TL going 3-0, not a surprise.
definitely not surprised.
Yeah, their schedule was pretty easy. Even C9, because C9 again, C9 have their bot lane. And Beerson's playing really well. So yeah.
Wait, who
I
did
mean,
TSM beat? Oh, they beat Immortals. Okay, I mean
I mean, you kind of expected from Immortals because Immortals took like a quick detour to, I don't know. They need some time to figure it out. They have a new jungler.
yeah, they do. It's Kenvi. And he's
Uh,
new to
but
tier 1.
yeah, but some of the people I know who've been watching LCS, they've told me that Maple looks a lot better in TSM as well. So Maple
I
just
mean,
looks a lot better with macro and
listen, he
such.
has to be to pull this fucking team over the line, bro.
I mean, yeah. But yeah,
he,
I mean,
he
I
has
mean,
to be.
it's act. I mean, I don't think in the standings except for C9 going 0-3, nothing else kind of sticks out. I feel like this is an accurate standings. I mean, other than the fact that
Yes, I guess the biggest anomaly is just CLG.
and
Quote
C9
unquote,
and C9.
quote unquote, because we don't know their full capabilities yet. Whether
Yeah,
this is their baseline or whether they can do more.
yeah.
This coming week, we'll see if they can do more because they're going to be fighting against FlyQuest and EG.
I think if they win against FlyQuest, then we definitely know they can do more.
Yeah, if they win against FlyQuest, we'll do more. If they beat EG, okay, all right, CLG,
Okay,
we see
yeah.
you.
Okay, now park your truck because I want to get in.
See, CLG beating EG would be like, what the fuck? What the fuck's going on here?
Yeah. I mean,
And
yeah.
they could have a chance to. They could have a chance to.
Yeah, but I mean, looking at the schedule, right? Like,
Mhm.
I think what jumps out is that I think C9 has to win against Dignitas the first game. I think they
Yeah.
have to because if they keep going on a losing streak, I don't know what happens. Like, seriously. Like, with all the C9 drama that's been going on, right? They sign
Yeah.
LS. 3 weeks later, LS is gone.
They didn't just sign LS, my dude. They
Yeah.
signed LS, and LS built a fucking team for them.
Yes. And then we go into summer. The LCS Spring MVP is booted out of the team. I call it booted because he was booted, most
Yeah,
likely.
booted out of the team pretty much.
Booted out of the team, and now C9 is 0-3. Like how bad? Like if they lose against Dignitas, like if they go 5-0 in the first 2 weeks, legitimately, like sound the alarms. There's something really bad going on because LCS is only 8 weeks. So yeah,
I mean, that's just how it be.
that's just how it be.
honestly,
But
honestly,
but yeah. Other than that, what I'm looking at is, I mean, CLG, CLG, as I said, if they beat Fly, then we can definitely say they're here. They're in a content. They're in a spot to contend. Let's put it that way. Like, be a playoff team, a legitimate playoff team, not this top 8 playoff bracket bullshit.
legitimate meaning you top 6 at
Yeah,
least. Just top 6.
yeah,
It's still kind of a low bar because top 6 out of
yeah.
10. But
I mean, most of the other leagues do more than about 60%. So top 6 is actually very legitimate.
yeah, I mean it's legitimate considering the stick we have right now. You know what I mean?
Even in the LPL, I think what? LPL is like what? 10 out of 17. What's the percentage on that?
I think you're legitimate in the LPL if you're top 8.
Yeah.
In the other regions, I'd say top 4.
I I guess. I mean, LCK
Like
is a
top
top.
4,
I mean, LCK is a top 4 league.
yeah, top 4. The top 4 will have a chance to win the league. 5 and 6, I feel like are
Could cause
not as big of
upsets.
a contenders.
Could cause upsets, but they're just playoff. Listen, in my opinion, if you're a playoff team, you're pretty good.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
If you're a true contender, then you're not. Then you're a great team, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Then, but if your world's winning caliber, then like you're excellent.
Mm.
So it's like that's my bar because even if people start to say, okay, LPL is stronger than the rest of the region, so that means LPL top four is stronger than LCK's top four. I don't exactly base that on a curve because metas exist.
Yeah, of course.
Different regions have different identities.
Yeah, of
So
course.
and when there's teams that see you more often than not, they have better opportunities to beat you and
Yeah.
better opportunities to game plan against you as opposed to a team you see like maybe at most like
Twice a year.
twice a year in different tournaments. So
Mm.
there's better chances to game plan in a season split, so that gives us more of a barometer of what they stand. Of course, you can then point to the fact that okay, these teams are not as strong, but you are like that doesn't matter because we've seen DK win worlds when LCK
Mm.
was legitimately one of the weakest leagues. Like
Yeah, I
DK
agree.
20, like LCK
I
2019
feel
was
like
not that strong.
I feel like I
Barring
feel
Griff,
no,
barring
not
Griffin.
not 2019, 2020.
Oh yeah, 2020, my bad.
2020.
2020.
But yeah, I feel like DK was the biggest anomaly of LCK that year. Like
Yeah,
they were the best
2020.
in the
Yeah,
world in a league that I think people were even saying Europe was better at that time.
yeah, because 2020 was pretty bad. 2020 was pretty bad.
Yeah,
For
plus people had just come off of 2019 where G2 made like top well,
yeah,
G2 made like runner up and world, so
yeah,
people were legit thinking like even Europe looked better than LCK.
yeah.
So
2020 was a real anomaly because LCK didn't look great as a league. It's
I
just
mean,
DK was so far ahead.
2020 was just a big anomaly of a year for everyone. Let's be real.
Yeah, true. True, it was.
Fucking Suning made it to the top, to the top, to the top,
Hey,
to the
hey,
grand
Suning
final.
played well. Hey, Suning
No,
played
they
well.
did, they did. But JDG and TS shot the bed. You have to.
I think TS shut the bed more than JDG did.
Yeah,
Because
fair.
JDG's form was not good like for the entire tournament.
Yeah, even though they were at the grand finals of LPL
And that
summer, overall they look
and that
shaky.
kind of happens with LCK teams. Like someone just comes in like with the entirely wrong meta read.
Yeah, but I think LCK teams they're decent at adapting.
I mean, yeah, LCK teams don't have a lot of variation, but
I feel like LCK fundamentals are just really good.
LCK fundamentals are really good.
I think LPL is just they're suited to what league is right now
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
You know what I
Anyways,
mean?
yeah. Anyways, to wrap up LCS because we've gone on a huge tangent. Um,
Oh yeah, watch CLG next week. It should be funny. It should be
yeah,
good.
I mean,
This week rather.
yeah, because if I look at the schedule, I think TL and EG are most likely going to be unbeaten.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, who's
Uh,
EG fighting? We're fighting
uh,
CLG. Don't put all your eggs in that basket yet.
I mean, I think it's more likely than not.
Yeah, no. It will definitely still be an upset. It will definitely be EG in favor. They're
Yeah,
definitely the favorites going
yeah,
into that matchup for sure.
yeah. Okay,
100%.
yeah, okay. So with that said, let's move on to LEC.
Yeah, all right. Europe.
Now this is one I've watched quite a fair bit because the LEC time zone kind of really matches with me because the game started literally 9 or 10 p.m. my time, which is perfect.
Yeah. For me, I usually asleep at that time, so I cannot.
I mean, I don't know how you live, Miles. But
It's pretty weird how I live, but I'm usually asleep during this time.
yeah. Anyways, um, so obviously with the standings, if you look at just the standings, right?
Hmm.
We'll talk more about the games as they went on. But if you
Yeah.
just look at the standings, G2 at the top, that's fine, right?
Yeah.
That's fine. We expect it. Wait,
Yeah.
Astralis is 2-1? What? That's the what if. Wait, Rogue's 1-2? What happened there? Misfits in 0-3? What? So there's a lot of question marks here. So what jumps out to you?
I think what jumps out to me is well, obviously, I guess obviously it's Astralis being 2-1. I mean, wait, looking at their matchups though, they fought Misfits and BDS for both of their wins, and they where did they
I
lose?
mean, beating BTS is fine, but Misfits? Given last split?
That's probably the biggest anomaly, right? What the fuck's going on with Misfits?
I mean, and yeah, we're gonna talk about Misfits, but I think, my like taking a step back and looking at the LEC, right?
Mm.
I was pleasantly surprised with how Excel is playing
Yeah.
because Excel legitimately looks like a very good team. I think Mad looks really strong, like I anticipated them to be, right?
Yeah.
Mad should be 3-0, not 2-1. That
Who did
that
they
game
lose
against
to?
Rogue was Mad was winning for 30 minutes, and all of a sudden, and Ezreal steals Elder, Rogue wins.
Damn, Rogue pulled the Mad Lions.
I mean, that shouldn't have happened, but I think even Rogue fans or even Rogue players they'd be breathing a sigh of relief when they won that game because they had no business winning that game, but they won that game. Credit to them, they pulled it out, and
Yeah, you know
Ezreal did
what?
it.
Yeah, we take those. Rogue fans are like, we take those.
Yeah, but I think Rogue has looked a bit shaky. Mad has looked really good, even though they lost a game against Rogue. It's fine.
No,
If
even
you
the way
lose
they
a
lost,
game
it's
like
like
that,
it happens.
if you lose a game like that, you just shrug it off. You're like,
Yeah, that's
just
like
happened.
okay, unlucky.
It just
That's
happened.
unreal.
What can we do? All right, what can we do? So I think Mad looks super good.
Mm-hmm.
G2 looks on top form.
Fnatic thoughts?
Well, Fnatic is a bit hard because I think they played very well against Rogue. but I don't think Rogue has been looked particularly good in
Yeah.
week one. Again, best of one, so results are a bit flippy, so you can't
Right,
judge.
foul. I forgot these are best of ones.
So yeah, it's best of one, so they're very flippy. So I mean, you can't judge them too much based on one game, which is why I think Mad has looked super good, and I don't judge Mad or Rogue based on that one game
Hmm.
of Mad winning or Rogue losing.
Yeah.
But I think Rogue definitely is starting off a bit slow, but I don't think it's a problem for Rogue if they just come out top four at the end of the split and they just secure a world spot. I don't think they'll have a problem. It's just what they do afterwards because week one happens. You're gonna need some time to adjust to a new meta, new everything.
Okay, fair.
I think I'm more surprised with Excel because I think Excel has looked super. Excel has looked really good.
I feel like Excel is the team where they're more than the sum of their parts.
Yeah, I think Patrick's really stepping up yet again.
Finally, let's go.
I mean, I mean, I
He
mean,
should be
I-
the main carry of the team. Patrick should be the main carry.
yeah, and the the word on the streets of word on the LEC streets is that Excel is apparently smurfing in scrims. Not that I put too much stock into that.
Yeah, obviously, but it's there.
It's
I
there.
mean, to be honest, Excel gives me the biggest JDG
But-
vibes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but to talk about the teams in more detail based on the weeks, right? I'll go by standings order, right? G2
Yeah, okay.
look as good as you'd expect them, anticipate them. Though I do think against Excel, I think against Excel made a big blunder in the draft where anyone could see it from a mile that Caps was gonna play what he was gonna play.
Mm.
I think he played Ari that game.
Okay. And what? Nutak didn't go for the Lysandra counter, or or the G2 banned it?
Or was it that game where they played Ari, or was it the other game? Wait, let me check. Yeah, I think that was the game where they played Ari. Against Rogue, it was the wacky one where they picked Yasuo and Yone and Swain. Guess where that went?
Wait. Could you repeat that, Swain? Sorry, I got a message.
Okay.
Anyway, you were saying?
No, I was saying that the Rogue game was the wacky one where G2 picked Yasuo, Yone, and Swain.
Okay.
So basically, they just said, and then of course Diana. But
That sounds like such a horrible team comp to play against.
I mean,
Like, I would hate to play against that shit.
Broken Blade was literally bullying Odo in the top lane with Yoda. He was literally bullying him, and then Rogue had no shot that game because what are we supposed to do? We can't kill the Swain. Yone is getting fed, and there's an easy setup for Yasuo. What are we supposed to do? And
Yeah.
I think definitely the Excel game, Excel definitely fumbled a bit because G2 banned Lysandra. And if you ban Lysandra, anyone can see it from a country mile that
You're gonna play
pick
Ari.
They're going to play
Yeah.
Ari, which they did. Excel never banned it. They played Ari. Cast Smurfed on Ari. Who would have thought?
Yeah, Ari is one of those mid lane champs you can really smurf on when she's meta.
Yep. So, I mean,
Alright, fair.
G2
Alright,
fair.
G2 Pog. G2
G2
Pog. Alright.
Pog. I think
Astralis.
I think the second best team going into week 2 is
Yeah.
Mad.
Okay.
Because Mad looks like with Niski entering the team, they have complete idea of what their style is, how they're gonna play, who's calling the shots, are we gonna follow up? They don't have that, are we gonna do this? Are we gonna do that? They have none of that.
Niski Stong's value definitely went up after
Yeah.
week 1.
And Niski hasn't had a single bad game, even though.
Like you can see what he can bring to a team, right?
Yeah.
Even if he's not like the hard carry mid laner that will
Yep.
actually be the clutch and carry you with the perfect Azir shuffle or shit like that. But Niski is definitely one of the better team players,
Yep.
as we can see. And it gave now that Mad Lions have like an identity to build around and work
Yes.
around, I can't wait to see like how far they'll
Like
go this one.
I think I was really I, I was really amazed at the fact that I expected Matt to be good, but Matt has shown that like coming into the split, they have a complete idea of how they want to play this game and
Mm.
how to play around what comps they draft. I think their drafting has been pretty solid, and they have like the dots on the crosses on how exactly they want to play their drafts. Like for example, when they played against Vitality, they picked a complete scaling comp, like you know, Wukong, Ornn, Silas, Zeri,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So they're
yeah.
and it's against like Zinzao, Lucian, like Lucian Nami. You have no business of contending early. Sejuani, you have no
I think
business.
Zeri, you have a bit more leeway.
Leeway, but Lucian
He's
Nami,
pretty
come
good.
on, Lucian Nami, come on.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Lucianami is a pretty hard lane to fight against.
But it's like Vitality controlled the entire early game, and then Matt just took over mid game because they have a complete idea of okay, we can take over mid game. We have an Ornn. We can turn when we go to objectives. We can turn this. We have a Wukong who can engage. We have Silas who can
Damn,
who can make plays, and then
damn,
Zeri is just really strong.
damn. Was RNG like was Mad like looking at RNG and be like, you know what? We like that.
Yeah, but then when you contrast to the other two games where they took more consequent agency, for example, they picked they picked Jace, Viego, and Swain as an SK, and they controlled the game for the entirety. They did the
Mm,
same thing with Rogue. They just literally went in and said, "We're gonna pick GP we're gonna take Nar, Wukong, and Zoe."
yeah,
Zoe has no business. Like Zoe can't contend with like Azir can't contend with Zoe in lane. Like Zoe
no.
always has push, and then they had Draven Nautilus in the bot lane against Ezreal Rakan. Just like you have no agency in these lanes, barring Volibear, but you have no business of like having any control, and they just completely control from the early game until obviously the elder got stolen. But that was just a complete mess up, which just lost them the game. Which is one thing that I think they'll be okay with. They'll be like, okay, shit happens. It's the best of one.
Yeah, I think.
But I definitely was impressed with that.
No, definitely. Mad looking a lot better than they were before.
Yeah.
So I mean, at least things are exciting with Europe with regards to the top side, right?
Yeah, and Fnatic's too flippy. Fnatic's too flippy, man. They
Yeah.
played really well against Rogue, and then Hilly completely ran it against Excel. Hilly and Upset both ran it against Excel.
Oh no, Upset's been infected by Hilly.
They completely ran it against Patrick and Mickey. They just completely ran it. I don't understand. I still can't wrap my head around why Haley was doing those hooks with Nautilus. I still don't understand.
Listen,
He
listen.
just hooked, he just died.
The thing you need to know about Hilly is that sometimes you don't understand. He just goes for the kill. Like he
Yep.
sees opportunity. He does not care about context of opportunity. He sees it, he will go for it. That's just
Yep.
Hilly.
Yep. Yep. And
If his team follows up, great. If he doesn't, well, he looks like a dumbass, you know?
yeah, and I'm not. Yeah. That's just pretty much fanatic. And I think with Rogue, I'm not going to ring the alarms or something because they had a tough week one schedule, right? They'd be happy
Yeah.
to win against Mad, but they could have easily lost that game. Even if 0-3, based on the forms of the team, I wouldn't have rang the alarm bells on it because
There should
Rogue should beat everyone else. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, I agree. Rogue should be beating everyone else. They should be
So
able to beat. Yeah, I don't like looking at like the other four teams, right?
like I
And
think
NSL.
I think they should definitely beat BDS, Misfits, SK, and Vitality. Excel's a bit of a question mark because Excel's looked good.
They should be able to beat Astralis. I feel like
Astralis as
Astralis.
well. Yeah, right. Astralis as well.
Astralis.
But, bro,
Astralis had a bit of a easy week.
yeah. But Astralis is a look good in my opinion because I think the introduction of Xerxes has actually brought some structure to the team. Who would have thought? Who would have thought if you got a jungler that has a clear identity would have helped?
Damn, imagine.
Imagine that.
All right, Astralis.
Like, I don't think, White Knight or Vizijachi would have made a difference, but
I agree.
Xerxes being
Xerxes
there,
definitely, yeah.
Xerxes being there is definitely helping Dayor, and Jonghoon amongst three veterans is always a good thing. So yeah.
Yeah, he
A
gets
new
he gets to be
support
the
player
one Korean
who's
right now.
talented, a new support player who's talented amongst veteran players is always good. So
Yeah, fair enough.
at least now we look at Travis, we can see, okay, they might be going somewhere.
Fuck, what am I looking at? Visasachi and Hilasan are still playing in LEC.
Yes, I know.
Oh my god. All right. Anyway, Vitality thoughts.
I think they look less flippy with Haru in jungle,
Mm-hmm.
but they beat Misfits and BDS.
Yeah, that's
Misfits
like
look horrible.
you should be doing this.
So I mean, the game against Mad is pretty much like Mad just completely outplayed you from the mid game on. Mad just completely outplayed you. You had no chance in that game after the mid game. So I mean, that's one thing that I'd be a bit concerned with the Vitality. But again, week 1, new jungler. Let's see.
Yeah. And then let's talk. BDS is BDS. All right.
I mean, let's talk about the other teams, right? Because again, as I mentioned with Excel, Patrick's really showing up, and I think the team has a very good read on what they want to play and how they want to play the game.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Okay. Yeah. No, Excel's Pug. All right. We've confirmed that Excel is Pug.
Yeah.
All right.
Now,
let's talk about the others.
Okay. SK. I don't know. I don't think this team is going anywhere. I think at this rate, they probably have to look for a new mid laner because I don't think Xerxes is it. Unless they want to give him more of a chance, which is fine in my opinion.
I mean, we'll see. I want to see how it performs on Saturday.
Yeah,
because they're fighting. They're gonna be fighting Astralis and Misfits. If Astralis,
they're probably going to win against Misfits. They're probably going to win against Misfits.
They're probably gonna win against Misfits. That would be really sad. What happened with Misfits? Like, fuck SK. What happened with Misfits?
Yeah,
that's what I want to talk about.
So all the 3 teams that have played against them have decided that the game plan against Misfits is as follows: we camp VTO, we get a few kills on him, we win.
Do they really have no backup to this?
I don't think so because all 3 games happened exactly this. VTO got killed in lane. They just focused VTO. That's it.
Did Irrelevant have any impact?
I feel sad for Irrelevant.
Yeah.
Actually, not Irrelevant. Actually, I don't think he had too much of an impact. I don't think he had an impact either way. I do think Zlatan had an impact in this because Zlatan absolutely did nothing. But now my bigger question is, with Hirit gone, is the team regressing because Hirit had something to do with the shot calling or not? That's my big question.
Yeah, that's also a question I was about to post to you. Because, like, 0-3, not a very good start for Misfits.
Like, losing the Vitality is fine, right? Excel, I can accept. Losing the Astralis, what?
Yeah, they shouldn't be losing to Astralis. If they have the same core from last split, they just lost Hirit. They replaced Hirit. Yeah. So what's going on here?
I mean, Irrelevant was completely irrelevant because he didn't matter.
Damn, imagine. That's really unfortunate. He named himself that. I hope his play becomes contrast to that. You know what I mean?
but I don't think he mattered much either way. So I'm more concerned with Zlatan because I don't think he did really well. Vito as well. It feels like Vito has to step. I definitely think that Vito peak last split, but this is a bit hard to swallow.
I mean, we'll see how well if Misfits will improve, but yeah, they're kind of not a good look for them. But it's still the first week. They still got lots of weeks to improve. There are like 8 weeks in total for regular season.
Are you
So
sure? Are you sure, son?
no, that's why I said we'll see. We gotta be inhaling some of that copium.
Yep. That's why I asked. Are you sure, son? Okay. So,
All right, LCK.
uh, no, I think
Or
we
you have
should
more
talk
thoughts
about
on your?
obviously.
Yeah.
So then we have obviously BDS.
Okay, BDS.
I mean, they're obviously the worst team in the LEC,
Yeah, they are.
but I feel sad for Aggressive. They
For
should have won that
Agresivo?
game against Vitality.
Oh, okay.
They should have won that game against Vitality. They had the lead and everything, and then I think I'll tell you this because when I just thought about it, I just remembered, right?
Mm.
You should definitely watch that Baron play from BDS versus Vitality, right? Watch the
All
clip
right,
because what
I'm
they
gonna
did,
watch it right now.
yeah, because what they did is criminal. This is what I expect from the ERLs or some amateur team.
When did it happen?
It was the Baron play. There should be a clip for this.
I'm just looking at the VOD.
Just
Is it first Baron?
yeah, I believe so.
Okay, I see them gathering around the pit. BDS going for Baron. TP coming in. Okay, BDS just baited them out. Wait, when are they going back to the Baron?
Oh, second
Okay, they're
Baron.
going for.
Look at the second Baron.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, they just waited out the TP. So I'm gonna get the second Baron attempt. Haru is on the back line. Please. Oh my god.
They all
What?
left
What?
the pit.
What? What did I witness, bro?
They all left the pit.
Oh, what was that? What was that?
I
That was the
know.
most illegal thing I've ever seen in my life.
They just left the pit.
That was the what? What? They just gave up the Baron for free. Oh no, they deserve to lose that game after that.
So, like we just should have won the game. Just all left the pit. I'm like,
Dude, that was
and I felt sad for Aggressivo because Aggressivo was actually playing really well that game. He was the only one that I felt that was actually trying.
oh my god, bro. That's just how?
I don't know.
Do they not know what Wukong and Saya do?
I don't know, man. If I could answer that question, I would. But I can't.
Dude, that's illegal. What Vitality got away with? They got away with murder in like plain sight.
Yeah.
The police were there and everything.
Yeah.
And they got away with it.
Yeah.
That's some daylight robbery right there. I mean, I can't even commend them for stealing the Baron. It was given to them on a silver platter.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh. Well,
Alright, BDS. Fucking hell. Anyway. Still the worst team in the LEC. That's so unfortunate, man.
I mean,
That's so fucking
I
unfortunate.
don't know what to say. I think Aggressivo is definitely an upgrade, but I don't know what we're gonna do with this bot lane because Xmatty looks like a complete bust.
Maybe. Well, what about your daughter? How was he?
I mean, he was okay. He's a rookie.
Okay, it's not. Okay, it's not gonna be good enough to save this team. We
I
need
mean,
some.
he's a rookie.
Yeah. BDS, come on, come on, step up, step up. Hopefully they
I mean, they're
manage
not stepping
to.
up week 2.
Wait, who are they fighting with? G2 and Fnatic. All right, step up week 3. That's Misfits and okay, maybe Mad will be a bit hard, but
No,
at
it's
least
Misfits and Excel.
Misfits.
It's Misfits and Excel, but
Excel. Oh wait, they're fighting Excel. Oh okay, okay, I see, I see.
I mean, still, it's gonna be hard.
It's possible though.
I just hope they win one game in the entire split.
It's possible. All right, I don't want to see
hope
BDS.
they win one game in the split.
All right, so I have friends working at BDS, and I hope it may be my bias, but I just wish.
Yeah,
I wish
but-
BDS won't tank this bad.
Yeah, but okay. So looking at week 2 schedule, right?
Yeah.
SK has a relatively easy schedule, so we could see them go 2-0.
Yeah.
Vitality is XNL G2. Oof, that's rough. Like-
That's pretty rough.
Like
yeah.
I think the Vitality and the Mad games will be interesting to watch because Mad's also playing Fnatic and Excel. So Excel's got a tough week, I think. Mad's got a tough week, and Vitality's got a tough week.
I think G2 has a good week for themselves.
I mean, yeah, G2 is basically going to beat up BDS and then Vitality.
Yeah, BDS more like BDSM with what after G2 is done with them. Like goddamn.
Oh, good God. Yeah, Rogue has a relatively easy schedule too, so I mean, Rogue could start racking up some wins.
Yeah.
Fnatic,
So
well, first they play Mad, and
Mad
then they
and
play
Fnatic will
BDS.
be probably the match to watch.
Yep.
For the first day.
Yep,
That'll be the
definitely.
match to watch.
Definitely.
That'll be the match. And then on day 2, it should be
Mad
Mad
Excel
and
is really
Excel.
good. Mad Excel is really good. Vitality,
Maybe
G2 should also-
Vitality G2. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think Mad Excel will be a better game than Vitality G2 because
No,
I
yeah,
can't,
probably.
I can't trust Vitality. They almost lost to BDS if BDS didn't do that one play.
Yeah, fair. But you know what?
I mean,
It's
that
in
also
G2's
reminds me of
nature.
that also reminds me of
Listen.
another team which was doing similar plays. Actually, 2 other teams that were doing similar plays. They coincidentally played against each other. It was in LPL. We're going to talk about
Okay.
them. But it just reminds me of them. I'm like, why? But yeah,
Okay.
it's
Okay, fair enough.
just silly. But yeah, week 2 is going to be fun because I really want to see how Vitality plays against stronger opponents. If Matt continues on their streak, or if Matt continues on their their good plays, so that if they come 2-0 out of this, everyone will be like, oh wow, they almost beat Rogue except for that one play, and they just beat Fnatic and Excel. Like that's like real momentum builder. And Matt has to be a high seed, right? Miles?
Sorry. Something came up again. But
I mean, Matt has to be a top seed. Matt has to be a top seed.
no, yeah, Matt, I think will end up being in the definitely playoffs.
I mean,
I feel like it's a lot closer in the top right now in LEC.
Yeah, but they definitely have to be top 4 in my opinion. Because if they're not top 4, then
We have top 4. G2 obviously.
Fnatic, be there.
Fnatic.
Rogue, Matt. Excel might have something to say about that. Vitality
Excel,
might.
we'll see. Excel is a big
Vitality
maybe.
might as well, but it's like, I think for me at least, Matt has to be top 3 to get a good seed.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
To get a good seed, because I don't think Matt can run the entire gauntlet. I mean, they could, but I don't see that happening. Like they have to get into a situation where they have to get the fourth most championship points.
I think you're right.
Like, I don't
Only three
think,
people get the worlds here though
yeah,
in Europe.
yeah, they don't have a huge difference between them and Excel, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, not even their Vitality, because Vitality might have more points, but if Matt can get third, first, second, or third, that would give them a huge boost to get one of those top four in the upper bracket, basically. If they get the upper
Yeah.
bracket, then yeah, like, like Matt could be a team that could make a play for, one of the seeds.
Yeah. Agree. Okay, do you have any
Because
more to
again,
say about
we can't
LEC?
trust Rogue. Again, we can't trust Rogue. Like,
You
I
can't
think
trust
Rogue played.
Vitality and Rogue. Rule number 1 in LEC, you can't trust Rogue. Rule number 2, you can't trust Vitality.
I think Rogue played pretty well last playoffs, but Fnatic completely ran it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like Fnatic needs more consistency. Rogue needs more X
Without choke.
factor.
Yeah.
Or else G2's probably winning again, and unless Mad really levels up, or Excel really levels up, or Vitality really levels up.
Or Fnatic stops being coin flippy.
I mean, I already mentioned about Fnatic and Rogue.
Yeah,
Fnatic,
fair
the
enough.
consistent Rogue needs to have more X factor in playoffs. But yeah, other
Yeah,
than that,
yeah, fair enough.
things are good.
Yeah, fair enough.
Too bad about the rest of the LEC. You're not making playoffs. You're not good
Well,
enough.
some people have to not make playoffs.
I mean, SK. I mean, who knows? Maybe SK has something to say about it. Maybe SK beats Vitality. Who knows?
that would be pain.
That'd be.
Spain without the S for Vitality.
I mean,
bro.
imagine if Vitality doesn't make playoffs. I don't see a scenario like that, but if they don't make playoffs, that's an oof.
That's a big oof for the amount of money they're paying Alvari and Perks. That's a big oof right there.
At that point, if they don't make playoffs, it's like just cut them out.
All right, yeah, start over from scratch. Let's just
like I think keep Karzi and Labrov, because that could be something, but I think I'll definitely think about moving Alvari. If nothing happens, because
I agree.
Perks could give you something, but Alvari has not changed his style at all.
Yeah.
Which is a concern. But yeah. Anyways.
I agree.
Moving on to the LCK.
LCK. Korea.
Okay. So I just
looking at the standings.
I think I just want to talk about week 1 real quick, right? GRX looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
DK is a slow as hell team.
Okay.
They're so slow that I think I was watching DK Bro and I fell asleep on my chair. DK versus Bro, one of those games, I think it was game 1. There was not a kill for 35 minutes.
Oh my god, it was one of those LCK games.
They just had this handshake to not fight properly.
That feels so unlike DK. They were like the LCK team that was different from everyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but on the flip side, T1's being aggressive. And Genji has proactiveness in them.
Damn, did Genji and T1 just take it from DK? They just like completely stole their spirit.
I don't understand this at all. Like with DK at least, like I don't understand. Like, for example, I understand DK playing slow because they're the better team. They can hands diffuse, stuff like that, right? But bro, why would you do that?
That's a great question.
You're the one with quote unquote inferior talent. Why wouldn't you just go in front of their face and just engage? Like, do some proactive plays. Why are you going to sit back and do nothing? I don't understand it at all.
Yep.
Though,
I mean,
like, based on week 1, just week 1, we're going to get to the Genji DK series in a bit. But based on week 1, Genji looks really good, or really, really solid. DK looked very good, even though they played Bro and LSB, like Sandbox. and T1 beat Nongshim. They almost lost to KT, but almost is almost. They still won against KT.
Hmm.
But DRX looks good.
That's a
Uh,
sort of KT almost.
yeah, yeah. Like DRX almost DRX looks pretty good. So I think based on week one, you can already tell who are the top four teams, right?
So you're saying it's Genji, DK, DRX, and T1.
Yeah, but like top three is not decided yet, but I definitely put DRX at fourth. Like slap it in there.
Okay. I'll say guys 4 seeds, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Those were probably the teams we're going to see because I can't trust KDF with LM. I can't trust LM at all. I don't know what the hell Nongshim is. They should be contending, but they don't.
Yeah.
Bros taking a step back based on the games they've played.
Yeah.
I mean,
it
they
seems
did
like
play
they've-
DK and DRX in the first week, but they
Okay,
lost
you
to
know,
KT. But they lost to KT today. They're taking a step
yeah,
back.
losing KT is not a good sign, honestly.
Yeah, and then yeah, I mean, who do we have? Like, are we gonna stress Sandbox? No. KT might have something to say. I think KT definitely showed they have
They have something.
something like they can win games against teams like T1. They did get blown out of the water by Genji, but
It's Genji, come on. It's Genji. It feels like Genji are like on the revenge tour after last split, where it felt like they were just fighting at half power all the time.
maybe it was half far. Maybe. But Genji looks good. Genji looks really good. And then we have what? Like, I can't trust any of these teams other than the four I just mentioned. I can't trust them.
I think that's fair to say. Like the top part of LCK stack. You'd love to see any best of 3 between any of those
because
teams.
if we just look at the bot lanes, let's ignore everything else, right? Just look at the bot lanes. We have Ruler Lehens,
Yeah.
Gumakeria, Deft Beryl, and Dogdam Kellen.
Like it's the year of the bot lane for LCK.
and then it's like even the junglers, if you think about it, even though you probably say that out of the sort, probably Peanut is the worst, has the lowest roar because he can int at times. It's like Pioshik, Peanut, Canyon, and Owner. Like sure, there's other better junglers. Like for example, in my opinion, Umpty is a better jungler than one or two of them. Croco is definitely better than two of them. Like I take Croco after Owner and Canyon any day. So it's
Dread?
No. Dread's been playing fine, but I don't know what Nongshim is. Right?
Nongshim, they're being floppy like the noodles they make.
Yeah, they are. They are. But I mean, I can't. Like, I don't understand where this
it all
going.
went wrong.
Yeah, where it's going with Nongshim. Just to say. Okay, but
don't understand where it all went wrong.
I don't. Okay, so moving on. Let's talk about today's series because I think that's the one I want to put a highlight on. Genji DK, right?
Yeah. Talk me through it.
You probably didn't watch the game. So
I did not. I was busy fixing some stuff.
Yeah, you were fixing your PC. You can just say it, Miles.
I was fixing my PC.
No one's going to judge you.
Yeah, fair. I was fixing my PC there.
Yeah. So I mean, Genji definitely looked like the superior team, even though I still think they should have won game 2, but DK really clutched out a fight or two, which gave them the foothold because they took Baron, and then rest is history. That's what DK does. But the biggest takeaway is you can't give Lehenge Singed because man just smurfs on it. So this is
Insane
another play
Lehenge.
I want you to watch. This is another play, right? This is game
All right.
one.
Can you
This game
send it to
one,
me?
huh?
Can you send it to me?
Let me see if I can find it. Genji DK game one. Better. Oh yeah, here it is. It's a short clip, so I'll send it to you on your. Yeah, I'll just send it to you on Discord. Let's see. Yep, there it is.
Yeah. And there's a package just
By the way, in this clip, what you won't see, right,
delivered.
is Peanut's dead.
Okay, I'm looking.
Right?
I'm gonna look.
Peanut's dead and DK's at Dragon. DK's at Baron.
To Baron. It's going
And Lehens is playing Singed, and Lehens is running Unsealed Spellbook.
to be a lot of damage here as Doran's going to be exhausted over the wall. Lehens trying to get. He just steals it! What the heck? Support Singed is the best champion in the game! It's Doran that's going to be able to take
my
down the
God.
Zyre as well. It's a disaster for Damwon. How does that even happen? The gangplank is going to fall, but who even really cares? Ruler is now completely popping off. This game is over, ladies and
goddamn,
gentlemen. It's a
Lehens.
quadra kill. It's an ace, and this is done.
Y'all
mean,
can
this
see
is the
why
easiest
Lehens is one of the best supports in the LCK.
You know what the best part was? And this is actually not shown in that short as well, right? He was you could see at the edge that he was standing there in the river, right?
Yeah.
At some point, he just stood there for a few seconds. He did nothing. In those few seconds, he just took Smite. He took Smite on the spot.
God damn.
So I didn't notice it at the start, but when they pulled out the replay, that's when I saw it. At the very spot, he just took Smite. He walked in, he smited it, and he just walked out. I'm like, what the hell is this?
I'm looking at the beginning again. Okay, Lehens is just
And
looking.
there's a package just being
He's looking at
delivered
them
to Baron.
threateningly.
It's going to be a
He was
lot
literally standing there for a few seconds.
of damage
Just walks
here
up
as
and
Doran's
smites
going to be
the Baron.
exhausted over the wall. Lehens trying to. He just steals it!
Oh my gosh.
He just goes in there and just steals it.
Dude, he was looking at them. He was staring staring for the right opportunity.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But I
That's
mean,
why Lehens is amazing.
he didn't get cinched game 2 because, well, DK banned it, and then game 3 he got cinched again, and then, well,
And Smurfed it.
the rest is history. But I definitely think game 3 wasn't more about him having cinched, even though cinch played a big part.
Mm-hmm.
But game 1 was all cinched because, like, DK picked Yumi, he just picked cinched, and all Dogdam and Kellen could do was see a black screen. Because he just ran at them.
That's a rip, bro.
Just ran at them and ran at them, flip them, dead. But
That's what I like to see. Some creative support picks, you know what I mean?
and then game 3 he went with cinched again, but I'm pretty sure some other people are gonna play cinch because they're like, yeah. But cinch really works well against, I believe, like, I think what Lehens is showing is that if you have pick potential, cinch is just really good because they can't quite kill you because you can just run away because you're ultimate, and you can just use your poison puddle, or you can use your puddle and just flip someone because they can't dash out or flash out, right? So
Yeah.
it's great. Like, I think Lehens is showing peak, and I don't think anyone can replicate it. But yeah, I guess this is the plan with Genji. You're gonna have to ban the cinched. I'm 3-0. I'm gonna play more of it. But
All right, fair enough.
But Ruler looks super good. The series. Peanut looked fairly well. I think Peanut played his best game in game 3. His, like, that Poppy pick was just like DK picked Nar, Ari,
Mm-hmm.
I believe it was Zaya and Renata. Yeah, Zaya and Renata. And then all of a sudden, he just picked Poppy. Genji just picked Poppy, and it was like, Ari can't dive out. Ari can't dive out. Um, Nar can't jump out. Like, there's no jumping allowed. And then,
Yeah.
Canyon picked
Just
Volibear.
grounded.
Like, you just got completely countered by one pick, and Peanut just played it to perfection. So, I mean, Genji has the right. Genji seems like they completely have an idea of how to, play the split. But
Hmm.
it's not about how Genji starts. It's all about how Genji ends.
Well, yeah, we need to see how Genji plays the playoffs. We see them at the grand final time and time again, and they just lose.
To be
So,
fair, they went to the grand finals. They tried to beat T1. They couldn't. T1 was on a roll.
yeah,
But T1 seems now more back to earth.
T1 seems more like vulnerable.
No, more back to earth. They were at the moon. Now they're back to earth. You got to come
Yeah.
back.
Yeah,
So, I mean, yeah. But with DK, I'm concerned because, again, DK's problems are popping up that they don't have the right shot calling structure. I think there's something missing there. Nagari is not going to cut the mustard.
the thing missing starts with a B. I'm telling you.
Yes, it's Beryl. It's Beryl. You see,
They really should have kept Beryl.
you definitely shouldn't have gotten rid of Beryl.
They wanted a duo though. They wanted Kellen and Duck Dom. They probably came as a pair, to be honest.
And Kellen and Dugdam basically got killed multiple times in lane by Ruler and Lehens.
Yeah, so
I
it's
mean,
unfortunate.
in some people's eyes, they're probably the third best bot lane in LCK. Because Gumakeria and Def Beryl exists.
Yeah. I mean,
it's like
I'm not sure. Well, I want to see. I want to see how Gumakeria holds up against Genji this time around. I think that'd be very.
Yeah, I think that'll be very interesting. Even Dev Beryl, because
especially since Lehens seems to be in form now.
Lehens is just crazy.
Oh yeah, he's also probably just crazy.
But I think Peanut's playing better. Genji's weak link is definitely Doran, but I don't think that's as huge of a weak link as you would expect.
Do you think it's Doran?
Yeah, it's definitely Doran.
I feel like it's Peanut.
No, Peanut's been playing better in this split. At least he started off better this split.
Okay, if you say so. But like to me,
when I look at the roster, he started
like when I look at this Genji roster, to me, I think the weak link is immediately Peanut.
I mean,
Peanut
Peanut brings around different things. Like Peanut brings a voice.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't speak. Does he?
He does. It's mostly him and Ruler.
All right, fair enough.
And Lehens, but yeah.
That's a lot of voices.
But it's mostly him and Ruler because Ruler is really vocal.
No, Ruler's like leader type, for sure.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, his name is Ruler. What do you expect? He's a ruler.
World champion ruler who's never won a domestic title in his life.
He still won a world champion. He's a world champion. But yeah, I mean, I definitely think like T1 can exploit Doran. But it's like, can they exploit it to such an extent that like they can win hard? Because Genji has shown that they don't care. They'll just fight you if they feel like they can fight you.
It should be a bloody fight at least between T1 and Genji. That should be the exciting part.
Yep. But that's
when is their
But that's a few weeks away.
God damn it. That sucks.
It's week 4.
All right, stuff to look forward. What about matches this coming week? What are you looking forward to?
we've already had today's games. I'm never looking for DKT1 because, well,
Oh yeah, DKT1. Yeah, I think that's the
obviously,
obvious one. Obviously.
obviously, it's like I'm more concerned with DK because DK doesn't feel like they have a structure going on, and I think Guma and Keria can literally exploit Dogdam and Kellen. That's like the biggest question mark because it's clear that all of a sudden DK has gone back to weak side bot lane.
Yeah, and Doctor and Kellan are like
Yeah,
they're not used to playing that way. I
Yeah,
think
they're not.
probably not.
They're not.
Probably not.
It's
But once you have Naguri on your team, you're like, all right, we have to give this guy a resource. It's Naguri.
yeah, it's not great. But I mean, that's the series I'm looking forward to. I mean, DRX KDF, a rematch after
Yeah, when
KDF.
I saw that, I was like, okay, that should be a bit more interesting too. So
But
that,
I, but definitely like LM. I can't trust KDF just because of LM. You know
That's
what?
fair.
They should just get Croco. They should just get Croco next year.
yeah, I was thinking that too. You read my mind, Slayer. I was like, they should get Croco
Or
or
maybe
something.
Gen G should just get Croco if Peanut doesn't pan out. I mean, Peanut's here for only 1 year. His contract is only 1 year, so maybe they say, okay, Croco, come in.
Yeah, I would like to see that.
I mean, let's see how Gen G pans out because if Gen G really goes to Worlds
Gen
and
G
performs,
wins,
if Gen G goes to Worlds and performs really well, right?
Mhm.
I can see them running back the roster.
I feel like that would be a mistake if they do that.
I don't think that'd be a mistake. Like it depends on if they go to the semifinals of Worlds, right? Not the last year fluky way. It's more legitimate way.
No,
and they,
because I feel like if they make it to if they perform well, and
are you saying
doesn't
if they
work out-
let's say I'm putting a
listen,
hypothetical.
listen, Slayer. Perform well doesn't matter. Gen G has to win a championship. All right. They were built to fucking win championships.
Let's put it this way. I'm putting a hypothetical, right?
If Gen G fucking loses at Worlds, I think there need to be changes made.
Yeah, but let's put it this way. I'm just putting a hypothetical. Let's say if they win summer, right?
Okay.
And they go to Worlds finals but loses to one of the one of the top LPL teams. That's RNG
I think they change roster.
in a 5-game series.
I still think they change.
I don't think they change.
I think
Because-
they do. I think
no,
they need to.
I don't think they change because, like, what Sandbox is asking price for crop? If it's too high, maybe Genji can't pay it because again, LCK, like these leagues have limitation with money. So, I mean, and if that's the case and they can't get anyone better,
All right, but that's a case of money. That's a case of that's a case of outside factors right now.
yeah,
I'm saying that if Genji failed
Yeah.
to win,
yeah.
I think they should make changes for sure.
I mean, I don't think so.
Whether it's practical or not
Yeah.
is not what I'm arguing for.
Yeah, I don't think so because if they go to the finals,
Because
I don't
because
think they change roster.
if Genji do not make changes, they will get overtaken, 100%, by some other LCK teams that actually try to upgrade. If we saw it happen to EG, it will happen to Genji if they don't.
I mean, I'm expecting T1 to take a step back because if T1 doesn't, meet expectations, I think we could see Faker retire. Because how
Maybe.
long? How long is he gonna delay his military, right?
It depends. If T1 win, if
Although-
Faker
although-
wins Asian Games though, then
I
he's
mean-
exempted.
I don't know. I mean, whether he's gonna be exempted or not, because the Korean government doesn't count esports wins as anything.
No, as long as you get the gold medal in Asian Games, you get exempted.
No, that's for regular sports. Esports has never been done.
Yeah, but this is the first time esports is gonna be included in Asian Games.
Yeah, but whether they're gonna count it or not, that's the question. I think they might make the exception for Faker, but no one else.
I mean, we'll see, right? As long
If that does happen, but I mean, China's gonna have a very good team.
where was China sending anyway? Just RNG? Is that who's just sending? Or they're picking the best?
I mean, it depends because
When is Asian Games?
It's before Worlds, I believe.
Right before Worlds?
I believe so.
God damn, bro. Oh
It's
man,
been
maybe this EU's time after all.
it's been postponed so far. So we have no idea when it's supposed to happen.
Maybe it's going to be EU's year after all. If the LPL and LCK teams are just too concentrated on winning Asian games, then
Yeah, it was supposed to be held on 10th to 25th September, which is right before Worlds.
yeah.
So, and yeah, we have no idea when it's going to happen. Because, China COVID situation is not very good.
Yeah, it's not very good. I agree. I know. Yeah.
So we don't know when that's happening. But yeah. I think if Genji wins summer and if they go to World Finals, I don't think they change anything.
I think they'll get overtaken if they don't.
No, unless they just get a straight up upgrade on, let's say, jungle, then I don't see anything. Because I think they're definitely going to bring 4 players back. Because I don't think there's a better top laner in the LCK than what they're going to get from Doran. There's not a better one. Peanuts one is the one that they might make a change, but it's only, I think you only make it if you get Umpty or Croco. That's pretty much it.
I agree.
No one else?
That one I agree.
Anyone else? None.
The others no.
Zilch.
The others no.
Zilch.
Chovy Ruler Lahen stay. For sure.
Chovy's
100%.
already extended. Chovy's already extended.
Yeah.
And
That's why I
Ruler's
said
going
for
nowhere.
sure.
Huh?
That's why I said for sure. And
Yeah.
Ruler's their golden boy. You know what I mean?
Ruler's not gonna be left out. If they let go of Ruler, they're crazy.
Is Genji. He is Genji.
Yeah.
Ruler is to Genji what Faker is to T1. Alright?
Yes.
You just
Yes.
don't let the guy go.
Yes. True.
Alright. You got anything else to say about LCK?
Nope.
Or I guess we move on to the last league that we got. LPL.
Okay.
Alright, we were talking about this earlier. So, looking at the standings right now, JDG on the top.
Expected.
Not too big of a surprise
Expected.
because of how well they're playing right now. They're
Expected.
absolutely dominant at the moment.
Yeah, expected.
Yeah, especially since on the article the LPL did, 3 of the players of JDG got outstanding player of the week
Yep.
for their position. So that was 369, Kanavi, and Hope.
Yep. As expected.
I'm surprised Kanavi did not win MVP for the week.
I'm surprised no one's talking because my hot take about JDG is clearly the best team in the LPL right now, and Kanavi is the best jungler in LPL by a mile.
Yeah.
It's not even close at the moment.
Yeah. I agree.
Like he's got a cheat code and he's figured it out, apparently. And 369 is not inting.
Yeah, it feels like when Kanavi's playing well, there's just nothing the opponent jungler can do.
Yeah. Like Kanavi finds these gang timings was like how did he do that? He just comes up with gang timings.
I feel like Kanavi's the type to study a lot of VODs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's Korean.
He studies the styles of his opponents and knows exactly what to do to counter them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think given JDG's schedule, they played really well. Like JDG's schedule was
it's not like they took down. It's not like they took down bottom feeder teams either, right?
I mean, they took down LGD, but other than that,
they had to fight EDG, they had to fight TS, and they won. So I think it's well deserved for JDG to get their laurels right now on how well they're doing. Next up, V5.
I think
their
V5's schedule has been.
They're 3-0, but their schedule has been super easy. So I'm like, at least Dream's been performing good. We can at least say that.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, they play TT, LGD, and FPX. In my opinion, three of the bottom three teams in the LPL.
Yeah, exactly. So there's not really much of a surprise for me that V5 managed to make
Yeah.
it, even with the substitute mid laner.
Yeah.
The rest of the team's good enough to be able to deal with it.
Yeah.
Rich is good. Rich is really good, and Photek PP God really good bot lane as well.
Yep.
All right, so V5 not really comment. We still have to see what they're capable of, but are I wouldn't give them like the laurels just yet. You know what I
Nope.
mean?
Nope.
All right, LNG.
Easy schedule again.
Yes, at least I see they're playing better though.
No, they're playing better, but they should have lost the series against TT. I'd mentioned this. Like the plays that they're making, like the plays that TT was making was just as bad as what the play of BDS you saw. They were just as bad. I had no idea what they were thinking. So I mean, good God.
Well, your mistake was thinking that the TT was thinking.
Yeah, but LG looks better, but again, they're not playing any of the top 8 teams.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how they do later down the line. LNG's always like this.
Yeah.
They start off well, and then fall off at the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then playoffs happen, and they do well again.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we'll see if they're gonna. We'll see if that pattern holds.
Yeah.
Top esports. The only series they lost was to JDG, but I think
Yes.
they're still really solid.
Yep.
Like definitely top 8 team.
No
Top
questions
esports.
asked.
No questions asked. Edward Gaming lost to
EDG
JDG.
is playing better. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're playing much better than they did last split.
Yep.
Even though EDG did start the split off strong last split as well, I think currently they look more on the same page.
Yep.
All right, Royal never give up.
Only played 2
games.
series. Yeah.
Only 2 series, but fucking Breathe looks amazing. It looks much better than Bin did. Not gonna lie.
I mean, for now.
For now. But I think Breathe looks like a much better fit than Bin was
Yeah.
on RNG.
At this moment, yeah.
All right, what else we got? We got Ultra Prime. Zoom getting back into the roster, really good upgrade for them. I think
Yeah.
Ultra Prime's gonna be a good team.
Yeah.
I still think they lack firepower
I mean,
to
sure.
hit the upper echelons.
I think they're gonna be in the playoffs.
Yeah, I agree. Playoffs at least, but I don't think they have the firepower to beat anyone else above them. You know what I
No,
mean?
probably
They
not,
they don't
no.
punch above their weight.
No.
They will beat everyone below them, but they won't
Yeah.
punch above their weight.
Yeah.
Next, AL. Looking decent.
Yep.
Looking very decent. Upward trajectory for AL. What do you call this? They did lose to LNG, but
LNG.
you know what? They beat BLG, they beat RA. That's like the benchmark, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. If you beat the teams that you're supposed to compete with, you're good.
Yeah. If you beat teams below you, excellent. You're doing well.
Yeah.
Weibo, what are your thoughts?
Well,
I know
I-
you have thoughts on this, Slayer. Now you can rant on them.
I'm glad you stopped when you said Weibo, you just came to me. I'm just glad because after
I know you have many thoughts regarding Weibo, so go ahead.
When I saw the series against EDG, I immediately made up my mind. They need to change junglers. It's done. I know SFM played good against RNG, but he isn't cutting it. Like I think against RNG you can accept that they lost, right? Even how they lost it, because Weibo was trying to be proactive, right? And SFM was trying to be proactive. So I give him a pass for that. But the games before that, I completely made up my mind that SFM needs to go. Because SFM was doing nothing for that team. He was leaving every laner to dry. And you can't win like that in this meta. You gotta have something. You can't just farm it up and expect something to happen. Sorry. I think Weibo at 9th is, while they're at 9th, I don't think they'll stay at 9th for too long. I think they're still a top 6 team. but I don't think they beat anyone else in the top 6.
Yeah, I agree.
Right at this current moment, I don't think they beat anyone in the top 6.
I agree with you.
Though
Which
by
sucks,
the
right? They have so much potential.
yeah, but though by the nature of how
LPL
the
is.
LPL is, they could have a shot beating TES because TES can be flippy. I don't
Yeah.
think they have a shot against JDG.
I agree.
I
Maybe V5 they have a shot.
and I think they have a shot against V5 because when does
Rookie's not
Rookie
there.
come when does Rookie come back and how long does it take to get back in rhythm for him?
I have no idea. I think he'll probably be back in the middle of the split at this
No,
point.
I think he'll be back in July. He's already in
Oh,
China.
okay.
He's in
Oh,
quarantine.
okay. We're fine then.
Yeah. But I think they definitely have a shot to winning against LNG.
Yeah.
Again, LNG is unproven, so I think given those, Weibo definitely has a shot to being top 6. But it's more of if they can ascend after that, because I think the Shires look good, barring his weird picks. I think the Shires look good. So
I mean, Weibo lives and dies off SOFM.
yeah,
That's the problem.
And I also think given they lost against RNG, Angel had the worst series I've seen him have. Like Angel was so bad against RNG. So I mean, if you lost against RNG that way, I can accept it. Like any Weibo fan can accept it. It's more of how they finish. It's not how they start. In my opinion, it's how they finish.
Okay.
They have to finish top 6 and they have to make something happen in playoffs. So that
Yeah.
they get a proper seeding in the regional qualifiers and then they get in worlds through that. That's the aim
Yeah.
for Weibo, right?
Yeah. But you definitely don't think there's a championship winning team for summer.
For summer, if they can hit their stride, maybe. Like JDG did, maybe if they hit their stride, but I don't see it.
Not looking likely. I don't see it
Nah,
either.
I don't see it
Weibo winning.
because SOM has to change his style completely. Like
I don't
at
think
this
he's gonna
point,
do that.
At this point, SOFM is not a fit.
And I don't think he's gonna do that. That's
But I
the
think
problem.
12.11 is going to give Weibo more options because Zeri is back in the meta, so they can play different picks. So I think 12.11 and 12.12 will give them more of a edge to drafting better. That's what
Yeah.
I hope. So yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
it's just surprising that the Shy hasn't picked up Sejuani yet. So I'm pretty
Maybe
sure
he
he's-
will soon.
Yeah.
Maybe he will soon.
Yeah.
All right. Weibo Gaming. We'll see what they can do. Rare Atom. I mean, I don't really expect much from
Okay,
them, to be
team.
honest.
Yeah, okay, team. Yeah, that's
They're an okay team. Invictus Gaming.
they're looking decent even though they've lost 3 series.
They're looking decent.
But
they
they-
beat FPX, which is like the lowest bar you can have.
Yeah, but
like
they played Weibo, TS,
they brought it.
and EDG. So
They brought EDG and Weibo to 3 games, so that's pretty bug.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty good for IG at least. So maybe they can sneak their way onto the
Yeah.
top 10.
yeah,
We'll see.
yeah,
Maybe.
yeah.
BLG. Fuck my life, bro.
I think BLG looks better, but it's just I don't know, man. To be fair, they've lost to
How
LNG
much better are
and
we
TS.
talking about?
I think they've definitely lost to LNG and TES, so we expect that.
They lost to anyone's legend.
But hey, Ale looks good.
Yeah, they do. They do look good. But
But they
like,
beat UP.
I know, but we should be expecting so much more from BLG. You know what I mean?
Do we?
No, based on the caliber of players that they have.
I mean, I don't know. They've also signed Icon, so I think that might be the end for Fofo. So
We're in absolutely dire straits right now for BLG fans. God
Yeah.
damn.
yep,
What a disaster.
yeah.
Like what actual disaster.
And then we have the bottom teams.
Imagine if BLG starts actually performing better with Icon.
Yeah. That'd be well.
I can actually see it happening. Because I think Icon would be a better fit for this team,
Maybe.
actually.
Yeah. So yeah, then we have LGD, WE, TT, OMG, and FPX.
LGD, I don't expect much from them, to be honest. They did change a few things, but like,
Yeah.
are they the right things
I think
to change?
WE is going to be a bit better.
WE got a bit better. Like when I saw them play,
Yeah.
they got a bit better. SMLZ Pog.
Yeah.
But like,
But they're playing they play TES and Weibo, so you don't expect much.
yeah, definitely. I mean, the benchmark will probably be tomorrow. Well, they will be playing against TT,
Yeah.
which they should win.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed, they should win.
Yeah.
As the WE fan in this podcast, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Thunder Talk Gaming, I mean, I think Kepler is better, but like, they still kind of have no idea what they're doing in game.
Yeah, at times, yeah. They should have won against LNG, but yeah, they have no idea.
They kind of have no idea. What
Yeah,
they're doing
OMG
against
is
game.
definitely the surprise here.
I didn't expect them to be this.
Down. But they lost to JDG, which is fine.
Yeah.
But losing
But
to
they
UP
lost to RA.
and RA, I'm like,
That's
really?
that's not fine. That's actually not fine.
Really? But I think OMG might be moving at an angle where they might replace Cream if Cream doesn't perform this flip.
Yeah, it's looking more and more like Cream was a flash in the pan
Yep.
kind of talent, to be honest, which is unfortunate. But in the LPL, if you don't, in the LPL, sometimes that just happens. You know,
Yeah.
you perform really good for one split, and then the next year, like everything just falls apart for some reason.
Bye. Basically bye. But yeah. And then we have FPX. This is the worst team in the league. I'm sorry. No one can change my mind on it.
I am inclined to agree with you. Unfortunately, I do not see FPX doing good even with Summit in the roster.
I don't care. I don't care who they bring. I don't care if they bring Marin back from the dead. Like peak Marin. They're not doing
Peak
anything.
bar, peak bar from the dead. Oh my gosh!
They're not
Yeah,
doing
I
anything.
mean, like, what can they do to improve this roster? I don't think Clid is it.
I don't like. They've got way too many problems.
Yeah. FPX honestly looks so
Coaching
much
staff.
better with Beishuan.
Coaching stuff. It's coaching stuff.
Yeah, maybe it is coaching staff. FPX looks so much better with Beishuan, but they let Beishuan go.
Yep.
What's going on here?
I have
They
no
gave
clue,
over.
man.
They gave over Beishuan to who got Beishuan? If
TT.
TT has Beishuan now, I mean like. I feel like that's an upgrade for Beishuan still because he's gonna finish higher than FPX.
Yep. That's a win. But yeah, like
Higher than last
yeah,
place.
but looking at the coming schedules, like I think JDG is gonna keep. I think by the next time we do an episode, JDG is gonna be what 5-0, 6-0.
Yeah, yeah, maybe you're right. Wait, JDG is already 4.
They play UP and TT. TT on Monday, but yeah,
No, they're gonna be 6-0. I think there's no way they lose to UP and TT
yeah,
unless Zoom goes full Hulk mode against his former team and
Yeah.
wants revenge or some shit like that. But
Yeah.
like, even then, like, it's still a far cry to see
Yep.
JDG. They just have better players across the board.
they do, don't they?
Maybe top, I guess. You can argue that Zoom's a better
Yeah.
player, but like, but like across the board, you would rather have Kanavi over.
Oh, you definitely want to have Kanavi over any jungler at the moment. You definitely
You'd rather have Kanavi over ZS. You'd rather have. You'd rather have. Sorry, not ZS. Over Hacker. You'd rather have. Fucking Yagao over Kraken.
yeah.
You'd rather have Hope and Missing over Elk and Chelsea. Unfortunately for the former
Yeah.
two teammates, I think Elk got the short end of the stick here.
Yep. Yep, they did.
So yeah, I guess that's the only matchup really to look forward to right now. V5 versus RNG though. Maybe. Yeah. That should be a good one.
I don't think so. I think RNG is going to blow them out of the water because, well, Rookie's not going to be playing that game.
Yeah, Rookie's not there. That's a problem. What else we got? Nah. IG versus AL.
I mean, that'll be good.
That'd be a good one. It's not like top caliber League of Legends, you know what I mean? But like it'll be good.
Yeah.
EDG versus BLG. I have no faith in BLG right now. Bro.
No one has any faith in BLG. I do
I
think.
have zero faith in BLG to be.
But I think.
Maybe in spring I would have been like maybe.
Yeah. I
But
think
now, no, I have
Tuesday is LNGTS, so that'll be good. That'll be
Wait,
before
what?
we do an episode.
Oh, okay, yeah. So Tuesday LGTS, that should be good. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all the matches to look forward to this week.
Yeah. For, until next Tuesday, obviously.
Yeah. So is that gonna be it for us, Slayer? You got any other stuff to talk about, or are we good?
I mean, all I want to say is I have no idea where LPL is going with this. Like I think Weibo is definitely going to bounce back because they're definitely going to beat teams that they're supposed to beat. But I have no idea who the top four are right now. JDG definitely, but I don't know who the rest of the top four are because V5 could easily plummet, LNG could easily plummet, TES could, EDG might. We have no idea what RNG will because RNG's only played 2 series. So I mean,
I feel like RNG is gonna be good.
RNG's definitely gonna be good. But
I feel like they're gonna be good. If not, even if they aren't good right now, like completely the best right now, I feel like they'll be contenders when it comes to playoffs.
yep. And we shall see, right?
Yeah. All right. So I guess that's gonna be it for today for this
Yep.
week.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Slayer, again for joining me, and thank you everyone who watched this. I hope you have a very good week. It's gonna be more League of Legends, so stay tuned for that. But for now, we will all see you again next time. Bye.